Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for this week's decoration, I'm going to be using the Barney Moon mermaid kit. So let's go ahead and get to it. I feel like I am home. These are the inserts that are for me. I showed them in my planner setup video on Friday. I don't need to go through it again, but just need to remind everybody that I'm home. So to celebrate being home, I'm going to use a kit that just couldn't possibly sit in my collection for too long. This is the mermaid kit that came with my Black Friday order from Barney Moon. I have all of this, and then I have the Notepad, and I have this postcard, and I really want to use the postcard, and I'm trying to work out how I do that. So I'm going to do that last. I'm going to come back to it because I know how I want to do the rest of it. So I'm going to start off with the washi tape. Now part of me doesn't want to use this because it makes me feel bad. I'm going to use the whole strip. I'm going to come down. I'm going to lose a little bit of room on Monday and Friday, but that's okay because I just love this tape too much. It's just too pretty to cut off half of it. I can't do it. So I'm just going to have it sit right at the top, and then I'll just cut the excess off. Oh, before I do that, I'm half down here. I didn't quite get to do that. I'm just going to put some white out on the Monday. You can't see through, but it's just peeking. It's just peeking just a little bit. So I'm just going to cover that so you can't see it. And when I put the other sticker on, it'll hide it anyway. And then I'm going to put the blue dot on the bottom. And then go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And then I will be right back. Oh, sorry, before I do that, I'm going to put this right on the line. Right on the line. Yes. And then I'll cut off the excess and be right back. Alright, and then from there we'll put in the days, and then I've just got to get the numbers. I left them in the thing. I'll get the numbers on as well, and we'll put them in. I'm just going to put these in, when I say the normal place, just put them where I'd normally put them. It doesn't need to be any fancy for this, and we'll try and get something a little bit more fun happening in just a sec. So I'm just going to go ahead and do these and get the numbers, and I'll be right back. Alright, I really like just going a little bit up over the box. I just think that's really, it just sits better. So then for the decoing, so I want to I do want to have a flipping, actually I don't know if I do. I think I want to sort this out first. So I've got the gorgeous postcard, which I don't want to put, I don't want to stick anything, like I don't want to have the back, like I love the back, don't get me wrong, Erin, but I want to have it so that it can be like a little note holder. That's sort of what I'm thinking here. But even then, it's a little bit wide for my page. So hold on, let me just have a think about this. it's the exact same size. Oh well, it's not quite exact. Alright, so this is a trick, not really a trick, this is something that I have done before with postcards and things like that I absolutely adore. So I'm going to cover the back in glue and just stick this bit of paper down. Now my biggest thing is that I like to be able to erase stuff and write new lists and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to laminate this. I'm going to laminate it with gloss, like a normal laminate sheet. And then I can use a whiteboard marker, or whiteboard pen in my case, to write over the top, and then just as I finish things, as I'm done, I can just erase them. So I'm just going to, because this is just slightly bigger and I'm not really very good at sticking things down, I'm just going to put just a little, I'll just trim off the excess of the paper. I actually didn't do that bad of a job. It's only those two edges. And I'm going to put this through the laminator. So like I said, just a normal laminating sheet. And then we'll trim it down and we'll do something with some washi so that it looks a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so before I cut this, I just want to show you guys something. So this didn't quite laminate properly. If you sort of see here, it's got a little bit of a wonky. That's actually fine, because when we put it back through the laminator in just a second, it's going to iron that out. So the way that the pocket is malleable to stick to be able to sort of be a laminating sheet, it will heat up and get rid of some of these little wrinkles along the way, if that's what you need to do, if it doesn't quite come out perfect. So never freak out if your laminating sheet kind of goes a bit funny. You generally can rescue it. So I'm cutting along the top. I'm just using my trimmer for this. I'm just leaving a little bit of an edge. I'm doing the same thing on the bottom. So it does have an edge on the bottom already, but it's a little bit big for me, so I'm just getting rid of that. And then I just need to decide which side I want it to sit. I want it to sit that side, definitely want it to sit that side. So we trim this edge to be the same. And then this one, I'm not cutting it yet, but I'm just measuring. This is a washi I'm going to use down the side. Like I said, I just want to add a little bit of a pop. So it's not necessary. You can very easily just leave this off and just do it as a clear, but I just want to add a bit of pop here. I'm going to cut this bit of tape. I'll throw this bit out anyway. So I'm just putting it under here and lining it up. I want it to be straight, so I'm not paying that much attention actually to if I cut the washi here. To my plastic straight. And I'm going to run this back through the laminator again, which is going to get rid of this very small amount of wrinkle. And then I'm going to stick the washi tape and then punch my holes. So you guys have seen me make flippers like this 100,000 times before, so you don't need to see that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this really fast and I'll be right back. Oh, I love that little pop. It's probably a little bit brighter than I kind of realised, but it'll be fine. I'm just having a look to see if... I don't really think I've got anything lighter pink. I kind of just go bright pink or not at all. Anyway, I really like it. So I'm just going to mark where I'm going to punch my holes, and then I'm going to show you guys just the way that I can use this. This is a permanent one, so I'm going to try really hard not to get this anywhere. We'll go punch, punch, punch. Punchy, punch, punch. So it sits there and it's perfect. Yay. And then you can get one of these ones. So this is my non-permanent Lumo colour. So if you look at it, you've got a permanent and a non-permanent. But you can just write on here, and this is what I love. So it is a whiteboard marker. So if I just write, I'm just going to write hello. So I'll give it a little bit. Now if I wipe that, it's going to smudge, but that's because it's just gone down. But you can see it's not coming off with just a wipe. But if you grab just a little bit of water, and I like to spray it onto my tissue as opposed to onto my page. Perfect. And now I can just erase as much as I like. Woohoo! Oh, that's so cute. Alright, let's get some deco going. So this will come together reasonably quick now. So these boxes are just a little bit smaller than my boxes. So I'm just going to place them in the middle, up the edges. I'm going to avoid using these two. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to grab one of these yellow ones because I feel like it's missing yellow. This is going to be my male. Whoops. There we go. I'm going to put my male down here. So I'm putting this one right at the bottom. Well, not quite right, but pretty close to the bottom. Because I'm going to put a header above it. So I'm going to grab this little purpley one. And we'll just put male on there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we'll use a purple one. No, we won't use a teal one over on the top. And instead of having the header on the top, we'll put it on the bottom. So I use purple there, so it needs to be pink. So I'm just going to cover up that top one, just have it slightly smaller, and then go ahead and decorate the rest of it. So I'm just watching that I don't sort of get too many mermaids right next to each other. I know that sounds silly, but can't have them all stacked. It will look silly. As does that. It really, I thought it was straight, but it's not. I'm just going to give this a quick hit with the heat tool, but I'm just going to be careful because I don't want to melt. I don't think this is plastic, but I don't want to melt anything, so. Right, I have a couple of others of those. Well, I don't actually have another one of those ones, but I have, yes I do. I have other things I can use. I had a feeling it was going to smudge. When I was doing it, I was like, something's not quite right here. I need to change it. This solves the problem. And it evens out the yellow and the... And then the other thing I'm going to add, which I don't normally do, but I saw it and I thought it was washi tape. I'm just going to put, see how these hearts just go with the colours? I'm just going to do that as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have 5 of each colour. know why I felt like doing that, but I just did. Alright, things I do need to add in. Charlotte has a orthotics appointment on Monday. So we'll put that up the top here. And I'll grab out my little appointments. I think we're back at swimming on Thursday, so I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to put my daycare stickers in as well, because I know that, well, we are back at daycare, so that helps. Oh, look, I have another sheet of them. I thought I was out. So I'll put swimming on Thursday, and then put in the daycare stickers for the other days. Alright, and now we get to have a bit of fun. So where are my deco stickers? So I just don't want to go too over the top with the decos and the mermaids, because we've got plenty of mermaids. I'll grab this one. Just moving it over just a little bit, because I want the little jellyfish to sit there. And then I'm grabbing this to do header. I'm just going to trim it down, just so it's just the to-do bit. There we go. Now, I want the fishy. I'm going to put the fishy over here next to the swimming pool, because that makes sense. If you ever have trouble, so I sometimes have trouble getting the stickers up off my sheet, just take off the backing bit, and it's just so much easier to get my tweezers in and under. It's just the way that sometimes a sticker is cut so well that it doesn't quite come off. It's just funny. I'm actually going to grab this ABC icon, which thankfully are very, very well cut. Whoops, I killed the octopus. They're very, very well... They're good stickers because they come up, was what I was trying to say, sorry. I've now learned my lesson. It's the pen, it's not... I thought it was the undo, but it's the pen. So I'm going to use my permanent one. Actually, before I do that, now that I've got such a wasted one here, alright, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. Get rid of that. I love this kit. It just makes me really happy. It needs something on here. I'm just going to grab, there's a little seahorse that's yellow, so he's the right colour. I know I have another one under here, but I'm just going to grab this little seahorsey friend. And also this little, I'm going to call him a floundery friend, because he looks like Flounder from The Little Mermaid. And just have him sitting there as well. And then I'm just going to also add in that little sea star and just switch that up. There we go, that's better. So there we go, that's my mermaid kit using Barney Moon. I love this kit. It couldn't stay in my collection for that long. It just had to be used. I really love this. I think this has come out exactly the way I sort of thought it would. I think that pink has mellowed, because next to this pink, when I first put it down, remember we only had the really pink, like pale pink, but then as we've gone along, we've added these other bright pops of pink, and so now it doesn't look quite so overwhelming. But I love that I can then chuck this in another week if I want to. I do the same thing with a couple of May Paper Co ones. I just love to do it. It's just a lot of fun. So ways you can reuse your postcards if you are a postcard person who feels guilty when they use their postcards. I always get guilt. So this is my way of overcoming it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for lots more weekly decorations. I've got lots of other stuff on my channel too, so make sure you check all that out. Follow me on my socials too. I hope you have an absolutely awesome week, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!